From LALATE News Headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Mornings LALATE.
It's a big morning as $1,400 third stimulus checks land by direct deposit today in what's called Wave 3. They started yesterday and more landed this morning. Big banks have now started to post $1,400 third stimulus checks for Wave 3 today, March 31st. We have seen one wave, which landed on March 17th, then a second wave on March 24th. Today is Wave 3rd, March 31st. But what's the significance of Wave 4 and Wave 5? Meantime, how do we learn from the tracking of Friday through Friday what Treasury does each wave? From across the land, I have all the big details as more stimulus checks will continue to post throughout the day. From the East Coast to the West Coast, more direct deposits, whether you're on SSI or SSDI, Social Security or railroad benefits, there will also direct express card consumers will see checks post throughout the day. Meantime, new video from the Treasury and also the exciting news as the president unveils your fourth stimulus package. I'll have all the details and the shocking developments of what's in there. As the toast is toasting, the butter is buttering, I'm here, you're here, and the coffee is brewing. Also, a new surprising developing detail about major free money available for you from Michael Jordan. It's a big morning, and I'm so excited for you. Are you ready to kick it out of the ballpark or take it to the hoop? Let's do it together as we go into third wave of $1,400 stimulus check and start our morning's broadcasts on a big week starting right now. Congratulations, Wave 3 is underway. A wave of stimulus checks is surfing into your bank account right now, and this is the $1,400 third stimulus check. Wave 3 started this week, and hundreds more have landed today. I have all the big detail and what you should expect tomorrow as well in a big, exciting broadcast. How are you? Good morning. It's Mornings LA. Did you have a good night? Well, I hope you did. Hope you didn't stay out too late to the casino. Instead of tipping cows, they're now waving to cows because wave is the big thing. Whether it's wave to the cow or wave to the cow, we're doing one wave, two wave, third wave, four wave, fifth wave. There's a couple waves. So if you like a wavy chip from the potato chip department, this might be your week because there's a lot of waves being covered on this channel. And guess what? Fourth stimulus wave hicks up as well. I have all the details about the fourth stimulus package being debuted today. There's also a live feed about to go live from the White House. I'll jump into that video if it's during this broadcast. How are you? If you've not subscribed, give a birthday subscribe. It's birthday week on this channel and give a big subscription. I'd love to have you part of this family, and thank you if you already are. If you've not liked this video, also like this video. Let's try to do 3,000 likes. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. This is the first of several broadcasts this morning on Mornings LA. Let's cut to the waves. Wave 1 started on March 17th. It was the first wave of the $1,400 third stimulus check for Americans in this country. It included SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, and veterans benefits. Wave 1 landed on March 17th. Before we go to each of the waves, let me explain how Treasury does a wave of a stimulus check. They send the waves out the prior Friday. Then the IRS tool updates itself on a Saturday. The wave of direct deposits in the big banks and direct express cards land on Wednesday. Smaller banks posted before that Wednesday, And then the mail checks land Thursday and Friday. Who are the banks that post wave checks ahead of time? Those are Cash App, Chime, Bancorp, H&R Block, Green Emerald Card, MetaBank, NetSpend, and also TurboTax. The big banks, however, and Direct Express only post it on the effective date, which is the Wednesday. So the first wave of stimulus checks went out for March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. That did not include Direct Express because no Direct Express deposits were made on Wave 1. For Wave 1, the stimulus checks landed from the big banks on St. Patrick's Day, but the smaller banks decided to release some of the funds early. So on Wave 1, the banks that posted deposits were Citizens Bank, PNG, Bancorp, Chime, PayPal, NetSpend, Green Dot, People United Bank, US Bank, PNC, Capital One, Lake Michigan, Union Bank, Netaspend, Amex Bluebird, Navy Federal, BPT, Woodforest, USAA, also Bank America, Wells Fargo, Chase, Green Emerald Card from H&R Block, and TurboTax. Of course, some of those posted a little bit early. When we went to Wave 2, last Wednesday, March 24th, that was the first time that the Direct Express card made deposits on Wave 2. Who made deposits on Wave 2? Those also included Chase, Green Dot, Citizens Bank, Bank America, H&R Block, Regions Bank, TD Bank, PNC, Wells, Arvest, and US Bank. And then today was Wave 3. Wave 3, today, March 31st. Which banks paid ahead of time for direct deposits today? Banks making direct deposits ahead of today, earlier this week, for Wave 3 were MetaBank and NetSpend. Which banks have already posted direct deposits today so far? We've had a couple hundred. We've had a lot so far today. And these have been the ones that made the deposits. Direct Express card for SSI, SSDI, Social Security and Railroad Benefits, and Veterans, US Bank, Bank America, Chase, Wells Fargo, and a few others. These are the ones that have so far made direct deposits so far today for Wave 3. Remember, a direct deposit can post any time throughout the day, and they often post all throughout the day. So we have a full day in which the deposits could still appear. Now, when we look at this, it's important to understand that Wave 2 had mail checks of March 26, and Wave 3 has mail checks of April 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. The March 26 mail checks, boy, that is hundreds of thousands of viewers this channel. This includes people on the Direct Express card. This includes people on SSI and SSDI who instead have been told that the Wave 2 will send them a mail check instead. What's going on with that March 26 mail check? Well, they are late. The great news is they are late, they're not missing, and the date is not wrong. So the March 26 checks landed on Monday, and more landed yesterday. So presume your March 26 check is just late. Watch the mail. My Wave 3 mail check dates, viewers have that irs.gov tool since last Saturday that says their Wave 3 checks are landing April 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So where is that check? Is that going to be late, early, or on time? We don't know yet. If it's early, it would be 2 days early. And 2 days early is about tomorrow, the day after. On time is later this week, and late is next week. So the news is you need to stay vigilant and watch the mail. And then we go to Wave 4 and Wave 5. Along the way of what happened yesterday, there was a series of statements from Treasury. And some statements were posted in part in one place and in part another place. But let me tell you the importance, and please listen carefully, the importance of the totality of the statements from Treasury yesterday. The totality is that for Wave 4, checks will come in both direct deposit and in the mail. They will not only be by direct deposit. If you're on the Direct Express card, it will come either on the Direct Express card or in the mail. In Wave 2, I have hundreds of thousands of viewers who are Direct Express card holders who have checks they have received in the mail or they have pending checks for March 26 in the mail. For Wave 3, I have lots of viewers on Direct Express card who have pending checks in the mail for April 2nd to April 5th. So understand the totality of the remarks for April 7th, Wave 4, is that you will get them either in the mail or in the direct deposit account. So what day would you see the direct deposit for Wave 4? And who would not be included in Wave 4? The direct deposit for Wave 4 for smaller banks will post ahead of time. So you could see Cash App, Chime, Bank America, Cash App, Chime, H&R Block, Green Emerald Card, and TurboTax, along with NetSpend, posted 1 to 2 days earlier, April 6th or April 5th, if that's not a weekend. Then for the big banks and also Direct Express, if they're going to post it, they will post it on April 7th. When would you get the mail check for April 7th? And how will you know if you're getting the mail check? Let's go back to IRS's routings. IRS will send out Wave 4 this Friday. Then on Saturday, IRS will update its irs.gov tool for Wave 4 to indicate if it's coming in the mail for you or coming by direct deposit. On Wednesday, if you have it coming by direct deposit, some of you will, some of you won't, then you'll get it by direct deposit. Unless you're a smaller bank, you may get it earlier. And if you're one of the people who are not getting it by direct deposit, which includes Direct Express card, SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits, it will be in the mail Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Meantime, what about Wave 5? And what do we know about what's going on with Wave 5? Wave 5 will include veterans. Wave 4 will not include veterans. Yesterday, Social Security and IRS confirmed that veterans will not go out in Wave 4. Now, here's what's important to understand, is that veterans have gotten stimulus checks so far. And what's important to understand is that if you're watching this channel, you have no results for your name on that irs.gov tool, you may actually get a check in the mail this week, far before next Wednesday. It may come this week. Why? Because hundreds of thousands of viewers who are on SSI and SSDI and Direct Express card have March 26 mail checks. That might be yours as well. So that March 26 check may land this week, even today, in your mailbox late. You may also be a Wave 3 mail check recipient, and those Wave 3 mail checks are landing April 2nd, April 3rd, April 4th, and April 5th, either on time, late, or could be earlier this week. So the takeaway is very obvious in this messaging, is that you do not want to miss a check in the mail. This is what's important to understand, is that no one is worried whether you miss a direct deposit on a Wednesday and see it on Thursday because it's still there. But no one wants you to not look at the mail today, tomorrow, the day after, Saturday, next Monday or Tuesday. Not look at the mail and then sit back and expect a direct deposit's coming next week. It doesn't come. And then unbeknownst to you, there was a check in the mail which you threw away. Do not think it's a novelty. It's not. I had hundreds of viewers under second stimulus, the $600 December stimulus, where they did not look at the mail. I told them it was coming in the mail. They threw it away. They said it was only coming by direct deposit. It never came to direct deposit. They threw it away, the check. And now it takes months, and I don't mean days, months, up to 6 months to replace a thrown away check. Don't throw away money. It's a very important message. Meantime, I had one very, very kind viewer who said, actually two in the last 24 hours that sent me private messages. One who said they have a friend that works at Treasury and said, LALATE, you're absolutely right. Treasury says they continue to send out wave after wave until everyone gets a stimulus check. And every wave has mail check and paper has direct deposit. And there's no way to know which one is which. You just have to watch both of them. And then another viewer this morning said they got someone on the phone at Treasury and they specifically said, LALATE, you're dead on right. They said, please watch the mail. Do not assume it's coming by direct deposit. We don't care if the first or second came by direct deposit. We don't care if you have a Direct Express card. It may go in the mail. Please do not ignore the mail. So that is the big message. And with that, I got more for you coming up in a second. I also have exciting great news about what's happening with forced stimulus today. And that free money for Michael Jordan, oh my goodness, does it include some shoes? It's a big morning of Mornings LALATE, and stay with me. I'll be back in 60 seconds from now with big updates across the board. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues on LALATE in just minutes as I jump into the live chat with you and interact with you on Mornings LALATE. It's a big morning as $1,400 third stimulus checks, this is wave 3, is landing in mailboxes and direct deposit accounts today. Today is wave 3 and more of them are landing. Hundreds more have already been posted for viewers who have sent me private messages. And with that, how are you? How's your morning going? Having a good morning? Crushed in the morning? If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Get a birthday subscription. I don't want you to miss a single recording across the board. And boy, you don't want to miss a single check across the board. It's a big day, and I have a lot of news for you, and there's a lot more coming up in this video, so stay with me. Also, like this video. Let's try to do 3,000 likes. Today is a big day as the President of the United States introduces his 4th stimulus package. But guess what? I have all the details for you, what's in it, in a pre-release announcement from the White House team. Let me explain what will be in the 4th stimulus package. It will provide $621 billion of transportation infrastructure, such as bridges, roads, public transportation, ports, airports, and electric vehicle development. $400 billion to care for the elderly and disabled Americans. This is SSDI. $300 billion for improving drinking water infrastructure, broadband access, and improving electrical grids. $300 billion more for improving buildings and retrofitting affordable housing, including constructing and upgrading schools, and $580 billion in American manufacturing, research, development, and job training. What's important to understand is that this bill will take a lot of twists and turns over the next few weeks. Let me explain what the president's going to do. Chuck Schumer believes that he has 2 more reconciliations in his back pocket. Insiders and myself 100% believe he has 1 at least. The second one he perhaps does not. It's a 50-50. But according to a series of reports overnight, Chuck Schumer is presenting the parliamentarian in the Senate his backup plan, the one that I think that may not work, first to see if she says yes or no. And if that's a yes, he's going to use that one. If it's a no, then he's going to use the one that he absolutely does have, which I believe he does as well. What is the president going to do? He's going to start again with the path to try to get Republicans on board to support the measure before he goes to recon. Will he get Republicans on board? Unlikely. The way it's drafted, the bill would pay for itself over 15 years, but also would include increasing the corporate tax rate from 21% to 28%. The Trump administration dropped the corporate tax rate from 35 to 21. The Biden administration is proposing to bring it back up to 28. It also is proposing inheritance tax increases, capital gains tax increases as well. So will the Republicans get on board? That will be one of the big issues. The other one at issue is that there's a lot of climate in here, and the Republicans aren't very keen on doing a lot of climate in this type of bill. What's important for you to understand, however, is the following. This bill is going to get hacked more than a scene in Edward Scissorhands. Why? Because the bill is going to go to the Senate, and now we already have 20 of 50 Democratic senators that the president must get for support to pass any type of legislation, by recon or not. And those 21 of 50 senators are very, very well aligned. How well aligned are they? They wrote again yesterday for the second time that they're not supporting the bill unless there's reoccurring stimulus checks in there. Well, there won't be today. They're saying when the bill comes to the Senate, we're putting it in there by amendment, and we're putting that in there, and we're calling for a vote that way because you don't apparently want to put it in there. How much would the reoccurring stimulus checks be, and who would they get them? They would be $1,400 to $2,000 approximately from now to the end of the year. This is more than hazard pay at $10,000. This is more than SSI and SSDI. This is more than FPUC retro. This is $10,000 to $20,000. This is a lot of money. This is for you. All the viewers of this channel who qualify for the third stimulus check would qualify for these reoccurring 4 stimulus checks every month from Treasury. These stimulus checks is a lot of money and a lot of push. But the great news is that these 21 of 50 Democrats are aligned to get it done together. But what's important to understand is I'm dedicated as part of your family to ensure you get this $1,400 third stimulus check now, and that we then get the $5,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 of other money that, yes, you qualify for under third stimulus before we start running and focusing on something of a new bill. Let's go back to all our waves. The first wave landed March 17th. The second wave landed March 24th. The third wave is landing today. This is direct deposit. This is direct express card. This is Bank America, U.S. Bank. Among those are the ones that have so far posted today. If you bank at any of those, they could post anytime throughout today's business hours. That's the direct deposit. Would it post by direct deposit tomorrow, April 1st? Unlikely. Would it appear in the mail today? Yes. Now, this is huge. This is really, really important. Remember how Treasury does this. Every wave is sent out on Friday, and every Saturday the tool updates itself and puts in there what happened the day before on Friday. Well, and then Wednesday, there's the deposit. Well, guess what? We're on Wednesday today, and your tool from last Saturday may show no information. So what does that mean? It means one of two things. One, they did not send a stimulus check. That's why there's no information. Or two, that they did send a stimulus check out the prior Friday, and that the tool did not update itself correctly, and that the stimulus check is already on its way today. What's important to understand is that a wave was sent out 2 Fridays ago and last Friday, and you may be in those waves in the mail. This is what you need to know. From wave 2, I have hundreds of thousands of viewers who have March 26 mail check dates, and they're late. These are people on the direct express card who have a date that it's coming instead in the mail. Understand, 50% at least of direct express consumers will never get it to the direct express card. It will come in the mail. And they have those alerts for March 26. It's late. Then I have my wave 3 mail check people, April 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Those checks, we don't know if they're on time or late. The takeaway is very obvious. Today is the 31st. You could see a wave 2 mail check show up today. And starting tomorrow, you could start see early wave 3 mail checks. Understand is that if you go to the end of today, wave 3, and do not see a direct deposit, you could actually instead be a mail check recipient for wave 2 also landing today instead, or wave 3 mail check. Do not, repeat, do not presume you are only wave 4. Yesterday, a lot of viewers presumed that they were only wave 4 because they heard certain key words. No. Wave 4 is a fix-it wave. It's a fix-it wave for wave 2 and 3. Each wave tries to fix the prior wave. If there was nothing they needed to fix with you, your check may already be in the mail. And so the takeaway is very obvious. Watch the mail today and ensure you don't throw away the check. The White House is about to go live, and yet they have yet to do so. So if they do, I will cut into that live video. But there was a new video released late yesterday from the president and the Treasury that talks about the importance of what else is in third stimulus. Let's listen into that video that explains what else is coming to you in the next few weeks.
I'm going to talk to you about the American Rescue Plan and how it will help families and kids. Pre-COVID, about 1 in 7 children were living below the poverty line, but the pandemic spiked that number to more than 1 in 5. The American Rescue Plan will address these crises and is projected to cut the child poverty rate in half through a big expansion of the child tax credit. If you make less than $75,000 alone or $150,000 as a couple, you'll receive a tax credit of $3,600 for each child under the age of 6 and $3,000 for each child aged 6 to 17. The law helps the families of 66 million children. It's a big bill with a lot in it, enough relief to see us through to the other side of the pandemic.
And I will see you through to the other side of the pandemic as well. During the running of that video, someone dropped, I think it was Sandy, a very good question. Which wave is March 26th mail check? It's wave 2. Remember, the mail checks arrive after the direct deposit date. Let's go back to our calendar. Every wave is sent out on a Friday. The direct deposits land on that Wednesday, and the mail checks arrive after the direct deposit of the wave. So the wave direct deposits land on Wednesday, and the mails land on Thursday to Friday. So when we look at wave 2, wave 2's mail checks are the 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. Wave 3's checks are April 1st and onward. So if you are on March 26th, you are wave 2. It's late. If you're wave 3, you are a mail check of April 2nd to April 5th. You're early at the moment. Tomorrow we'll see if it's on time. Now, what's important to understand is this is where things get a little bit strange. When you go to that IRS tool on Saturdays and you see it update itself and it says, hi, you have a result. This is what the results mean. If it says wave 3, if it says March 31st direct deposit, that means you will get direct deposit no later than March 31st. But if it says paper check April 2nd, that does not mean you're getting a paper check April 2nd. It means that the date on the check is April 2nd. It could come ahead of time, on that date, or late. Most of the time, it usually comes early. But we see that the wave 2 mail checks are late. We yet to have seen if the March wave 3 checks are on time or not. Finally, veterans need to understand that while wave 5 is their wave, some veterans have gotten stimulus checks under wave 1 through 3, and they should also watch the mail as well. Veterans have gotten direct deposits on wave 1, 2, and 3, so if you have not, you also want to watch the mail as well. And with that, thank you for joining me on a big Mornings LA. I hope these images and I hope these delineations of how stimulus works have helped you. It's very important to understand that Treasury ensures that you get this stimulus check. I'm going to ensure that you get this stimulus check. As a family, I really appreciate all the help you do. It's always important that if you have an update to your tool that posted, send me a private message on social media. If you got a direct deposit today, send me a private message. Every time you help me, it helps another viewer because your information is what helps this family stay together. Also understand that I'm dedicated. I'm the only one dedicated to ensure that you get that stimulus check in your hands. And once you get that stimulus check, away we go to getting the $5, $10, $15, $20,000 of other money under the third stimulus. A lot of the new things are about to go live. The EIDL grant, not live yet. The shuttered grant, venue grant. The EIDL loan. Also, the college student, $1,700. The $5,000 you just heard from Janet Yellen and $4,400. The rent, the food, the utilities. All this money is available for you. And I will be dedicated to ensure you get that money. But first, I'm going to focus that you get this stimulus check. And thank you for joining me. I'm back with you in just a few minutes from now. Just about 2 to 3 minutes from now as I jump into the live chat as Mornings LA continues. Stay informed, stay focused. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video and stay with me as Mornings LA.